Hi everyone. Um, this is my second video. A few days ago, I did um, one video for this same vehicle. This is a 2002 Hyundai Santa Fe. So that was because the engine, there is no power on the engine at all, no power. So what I found that was the catalytic converter restricted. So that was on the first video. So we fix it, and then the engine start running fine. And now, like a couple weeks after, right now, the customer came back because now she said there is no power again. So so I checked for coils, and this is what I found. Let me show you the code first, and I'm gonna show you what I did to Diagnostic. First, I thought that was the same problem or something like that, but that wasn't the same problem. It feels like it, but it's not the same problem. Okay, now the code is P0755. Underdrive solenoid circuit fault. Okay, so it feels pretty much the same problem, because first the engine doesn't have no power. Now it's because the transmission is in limp mode, it's in third gear, so that's why when they want to go fast, it doesn't feel the power. So when I saw that code, I thought that was gonna be easy to find out the problem. So now let me show you what I did to Diagnostic. Okay, okay. So usually what I do, the people know what they're doing about this. Okay, so the code says on the circuit there is a problem. So right here there is a 10 amps fuse by the engine compartments on the left side of the engine. There is a fuse feeds the relay right here. Then the computers activates the relay. So now these bridges over here then send the power to the shift solenoids. Let me show you right here, the same wire. Okay, right here. Now this wire feeds those solenoids. This one, I'm sorry. I did something wrong right here. Okay, let's start right here. Okay, right here, the relay feeds, let me see, right here. Okay, it feeds this connector right here. It's just like a splice connection. So where it feeds the other side of the right here, let's see, Okay, so basically if the same relay feeds the number 9 and the number 10. So the number 10 feeds those two solenoids and the computer grounds the other end. Okay, the problem right here is the underdrive solenoid is gonna be this one right here. Okay, so this is the wire coming from the relay. So this should be easy to diagnostic, because on the transmission on the top there is a main connector, so I can see this wire, and because the computer says this is this solenoid has a problem with the circuit, could be a wire or the solenoid itself. So the easy way to diagnose this with just checking with the switch on the number 3, the brown wire. With the switch on, we have to see power right here, and the number 3, power. If there is power right there, that means the solenoid is fine. I mean, the electrical part is fine. But if there is no power, if we find power over here and it's not coming over here, that means that the electrical part and this one is no good, so we have to replace it. So what I did is on the car, so with a plugged in with a T-pin, I back through this wire, and I mean there is no power. I mean it was dead. So so then I realized it was dead because this wire right here doesn't have no power too. So then I start looking for the relay location, the fuse. I check the fuse, nothing wrong with it, it has power. Now then I check the relay. Then I notice because I was doing it for myself, I didn't realize every time I cycle the switch, the computer grounds the relay and it does send power, but it doesn't send the power like steady. It's just like about 1 second. So that's why every time I cycle the key, when I go out front the car to check this wire, I never found power. So when I check the relay, it's inside the car. Then I realized the relay sends power, but just for 1 second. But it's because the computer has detected a problem over here. So I was just about to either replace the transmission or replace the solenoid. But then I tried to trick the computer, like with my test light, assuming the test light is the solenoid. So I put the alligator clip on the test light, from the test light on the positive side of the battery, and the tip of the test light I connected to this wire, so the computer thinks we had good connection over here. But everything I did it with the connector plugged in, so it didn't work. So the same problem, not even, I couldn't clear the code. So I said that's weird. And the connector that was with a lot of corrosion, I mean like somebody been before. I mean, somebody been there before. Like they broke the connector, and let me show you on the car, okay? Okay, this is the main connector on the transmission for the relays. I'm sorry, for the shift solenoids right here. It's very hard to focus. Okay, right here. That connector is broke already, like a. So when I disconnect it, I notice there's a pin missing. Oh, it's hard to see. Okay. I don't know if you can see the number right there. In the middle, the little pins, there is one pin missing. So that pin belongs to the control side, to the solenoid, the underdrive solenoid. So that's why the computer set that code. So now I don't know what I do over here. I think I'm gonna try to, I don't know, I mean, I'm not a transmission guy, but I try to, some connectors, I mean, they come out from, I mean, I had to take apart the transmission to replace the harness, and some connectors you can just pull it out. But in this case, it looks like the only thing I had to do is pull it out to try to save it and not replace the transmission. I tried, but the plastic is so bad, so like toast. So I'm not gonna try. I'm not gonna try no more. So what I'm trying to do is I'm gonna try to connect. The connector is broke already. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna try to see this pin right here. That's the one that's missing. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm gonna end up breaking this part over here. I'm gonna try to melt it right here, because I still can see one part, one very short part of the pin. So I'm gonna try to reach it, and I'm gonna try to solder a wire. I don't know if it's gonna be possible, but I'm gonna try. The reason I'm sharing this video is because I think this is not the only case. A lot of people had asking for help on Google, so I think this is not the only case, especially if you see the connector like this, like a lot of corrosion everywhere. As you can see, the transmission is like rusted, the brackets and everything. I already cleaned it a little bit, so that's why maybe you cannot see it, but it's rusted a lot. See, even the neutral safety switch, got a hole right there. So okay, so the last thing I did is to make sure I'm not gonna, if I make it, the solenoid, it has to be okay in order to I start wasting my time over here. So what I did is I put my multimeter, I set it on ohms scale, and I test the number. Let me show you with the light. because even if you have the same code, you can check very easy. Let's play it with a screwdriver. Let me point it with a screwdriver. Okay. If you have the same code, the only thing you have to do, if you don't have this exact problem, the only thing you have to do to check the ohms or continuity is, this is the 2.7 engine. I don't know if it's the same, the 4-cylinder, I don't know, but this pin over here, that's the number 9, and the number 3, that's the one I have missing. So if you have that code and you still have the pin, there is a possibility the solenoid is still not good. So you can check the 1, 2, the number 3, the one I have missing, that one, and this one, and check the ohms. So the ohms, they are okay, and there is a continuity. So you have another problem like a wiring issue, relay, or fuse. So okay, so I think it's that set. So you see the plastic right there. It's like I not even want to touch it because I already broke this part. I was doing it like gentle, trying to pry it out, but I mean, I think it's not worth it to keep trying. So I'm just gonna try to melt a little bit right there, and maybe I can solder a wire and I can save the people money. Thank you for watching, and I hope this video helps a lot of people. Thank you.